Valerie, I'm very glad to meet you. And I have some question for you. What do you like in our hobby more?
You know, it's hard to pin it all down on one thing. I love public service. When I went to Puerto Rico after the hurricane, we did emergency communications, and I really loved that. We actually truly saved lives. So that was really good adrenaline, and I really liked that. I was hooked. And I'm very competitive, so I love contesting and I love DXing. So those would be my three favorite parts of the hobby. So what is your favorite part of the hobby?
So many very interesting aspects, and in the beginning, I want to try some different parts. For example, I experienced flora and fauna program and lighthouse program, and I also like contesting, and I was the part of VPX contest and CQWW contest, and it is really exciting time. During this summer, I walked portable a lot, and it is a very nice combination doing the hobby and enjoying the nature. It's really very cool.
So we have a lot in common there. So yeah. Now I know you do these videos, and they're very, very good, very, very nicely done. And it's really good to bring people in. So why don't you kind of tell about all the different things you do on your video on your YouTube channel?
I thought that there are many videos in YouTube with the technical part of aspects of our hobby. And there are no information about very simple steps in the hobby. There are no so many emotions. And I want to show the people that it is a very, very exciting hobby. And I want to show this emotion, and that it is not only technical hobby. Yes, for women, it can be very, very interesting. If you like communicate with the people, it is really very, very good. Which contest do you prefer?
I love more worldwide contests. My favorite is CQ Worldwide Sideband, because that's how I met my husband. So we met in that contest on 10 meters. So
story, please tell me about it.
Well, I was doing 10 meters only low power, because I had a used amp and it only had 400 watts, and all I had was a little tri-bander on my roof, and 10 meters was really good back then. What you just wait, right? So this was like 2011, and it was so good. And I'd met him briefly at a convention, a DX convention. And then during the contest, I stumbled on his frequency. He was doing 10 meters only high power. And we talked, and then we exchanged emails, and then he became my contest mentor, and then he became my husband. So
wow. Wonderful story, Valerie.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And can you tell to less experienced hams, can you give advice how to be fair in the pile-up?
Being a YL helps. You get a 2 dB gain just being a YL. My husband has been on many DXpeditions, very rare, top 10 DXpeditions. And so he sort of gave me some pointers once we started dating, but I got my first 250 countries without him. But since when I was doing it and I didn't have a lot of power and I had a $100 antenna on my roof, I would hide in the middle. So if they're 5 to 10 up, I would find an open frequency and hide, so I'm all by myself. Another trick, if they're 5 to 10 up, is to go 11 up. So you just get out just outside the band and they may hear you up there. But for the for trying to bust that pile up, if that was the question, those
Yeah.
were the two tricks. And then having patience. If you don't have a really powerful station, don't try to get through on the first day. It'll just be very frustrating. So I would wait a day or two, and then I would go in and try and work them. But we all struggle, and that's what makes it fun, is that challenge when you finally do get through that pile up. It's so exciting.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you told me that your husband was many times in the DXpedition. And have you ever been in the DXpedition?
No, we keep planning to go to an island, and I've operated from Grand Cayman, and I've operated from Saba, PJ6 Alpha for a contest. So I've gone to islands and experienced major pileups, which was really fun. But yeah, I have yet to be on a major or a DXpedition, especially a tent and generator DXpedition, which I would love to. That is on my bucket list. It's very expensive, and for both of us to leave here for 7 weeks sometimes, sometimes you have to fly to Argentina and get a 9-day boat ride, and it takes a lot of time. So so I'll let him enjoy that. Yes.
I have an idea. We should to organize the YL DXpedition.
We should. They used to have the YL DXpeditions. I believe it was the YL. They would go down to different islands in the Caribbean and different places. But I know if we do, I know there will be a lot of YLs that will want to do that.
Yeah. We women don't need to go to the DXpedition for to have a pile up.
You're right.
Every time.
We can be on a picnic bench in a park and have a pile up. So.
Yeah. And could you tell me, please, how many times do you spend during week in with ham radio?
Too much.
Yeah,
well, especially being locked in like this. I think I'm very thankful for this hobby. So I'm still trying to fill band slots for my challenge. So I'm on FT8 a lot, especially with propagation, not so good. So I'm on there, but like the 7Q is out now. So I'm trying to stay on the top of the leaderboard. And so I get on that because that's, and then we contest. So it's going to be high. 25 hours a week. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's right here. And this is my office. I work from home. So it's right, if somebody spotted, I can, so it's convenient.
You are a happy woman and you are ham operator, because I know a lot of people want to be more in hobby, but they have no enough time for this.
Yeah, and my kids are grown. I'm working part-time. I have the time and I love it, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's great. Could you tell me about your exciting QSO, or one or two?
Oh, my first QSO, I should know the call. It was when I got through to the Netherlands. Okay, that was very exciting. I was a single mom, so I didn't have a lot of money. So I had my free antenna book, and I built a loop sky wire out of some speaker wire. And when I hooked it up to my radio, and lo and behold, I can hear the world. After 2 meters, I can hear the world. And so when I made that contact to the Netherlands, I was very excited because I couldn't believe it. This free speaker wire I had laying around let me talk to the Netherlands. So that was one of my most exciting contacts.
I'm also remember very good my first QSO. It was with QSO with Moscow station. and it was exciting.
Thank you very much. And thank you for what you're doing to the hobby and helping to promote this hobby and showing the fun side of the hobby, which I think hopefully will attract more YLs to the hobby, which we need.
Thank you. It is a really great pleasure for me. And I want to wish everyone enjoying our hobby. And I hope one day I will visit USA and we will meet each other.
Welcome, and maybe I'll see you at a hamvention one of these years once that's back.
I am thinking about it.
Yeah, that's a must do.
Valerie, thank you very much for your answers. I hope to meet you on the air. Thank you.
Thank you, and same here.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.